Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your October 2021 mid-month general readings. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of October. This reading is for the air sign of Aquarius. Welcome everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Any of the videos on my YouTube channel, your likes, shares, subscribing, donations, comments, those of you who reach out for personal readings, all appreciated. Thank you. Okay, Aquarius, this is for you for the last 2 weeks of October 2021. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aquarius. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for an Aquarian. It's a general reading, so of course it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. Watch all of your signs for any additional insight and perspective. And if you find that something does resonate with you, you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, you can click on the description link below, that little arrow, which will show you contact details, my email address, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. Feel free to email me directly. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I can usually respond with that information within the same day. And I do readings full time. It's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent about timely scheduling. So message me if you'd like. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what the last 2 weeks of October look like for you. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. Aquarius, same as Gemini. Aquarius, we begin with the Page of Cups, a little message, a little flirt. With Judgment, a call to action, a major choice and crossroads that may have a pretty significant effect on your life path, whether you decide to go this way or that way. And meaning that there's an air of finality about judgment. It means that, you know, whatever you choose, you're not going to be able to come back from it. Meaning that if you choose, like if this is an offer and opportunity, which the other two air signs have had, not being sure whether they should take it or not, you can choose not to take it and then nothing happens, or everything considers, stays the same, or something could end. But if you do, it's going to open a door in a new direction that may change your life path. I mean, Judgment is a pretty profound card. It's a call to action. There's usually an archangel blowing the horn. It's a call to action. What are you going to do? The consequences of it will be long lasting, if not permanent. But it's fueled by a message of love. The Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior card, feeling tired, discouraged. Something else has come up. What do I do? Do I push through to the end? Do I give up? With the Four of Wands, happy home, marriage, an event that includes friends and family, marriage, wedding, planning for something. Maybe you've been invited to something or are planning something and you just don't know if you have it in you to go. It might be if this is a relationship reading and the relationship has been rocky, or there's actually been a split up or an estrangement. It might be that there's somebody's reaching out to, one person is reaching out to the other, and you're like, I don't know, should I get back into this or not? We have the Four of Swords, a temporary withdrawal, rest, recuperation, healing, trying to gain a different perspective. It's a temporary withdrawal from a conflict or something to figure it out. With the Ten of Cups, happy home, marriage, childbirth, blessings, home, family, friends. Right next to the Four of Wands. I mean, these are the classic, some of the traditional marriage cards or celebrations around home, family, friends. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of October is the High Priestess, which is about trusting your intuition and allowing that to guide you, regardless of other people's opinions or what they say. The High Priestess is about trusting basically what is your connection to the divine, which is intuition. Some people call it gut instinct, higher self. This is so similar to the other two, air signs. But I've gotten a lot of energy for a lot of the signs about being at a crossroads, having choices, being stuck at the crossroads and not knowing what to choose. The air signs have kind of been different, although what's being offered or what opportunity you could or maybe will or won't take may vary. But it feels like the whole thing is, how do I know which decision is the best for me, right? The High Priestess says in your gut, Clarify the Priestess. The Hermit, very similar card. But with the Four of Swords, this is a card of kind of retreating or taking a step back or being quiet to contemplate, meditate, kind of maybe shut out some of those day-to-day normal minutia noises and distractions and focus on what's really inside here to make this decision. Strength, facing fears, doubts, insecurities. Clarify the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups with Judgment. I mean, the Page of Cups is such a minor, lighthearted sort of energy, but Judgment is profound. I mean, this could be, if I respond to a message, is this going to, I'm not going to be, this is going to open the door again. Or if I maybe offer a message, is this going to open a door again? Or if I respond to this, is this going to, change my life kind of energy? Clarify the Page of Cups. It's like a message which comes in, which leaves you with the decision to make a choice. And that choice will probably be long-lasting or permanent depending on what you do. I mean, if you decide to say no to something, then it probably won't come around again. If you decide to say yes, you're off on a whole new journey. The Star and the Ace of Wands. Yes, this is a renewal, a restoration of hope, faith, and optimism after the Tower card energy, right? It's hope, renewed hope. Ace of Wands, a new beginning, a renewal, an exciting new beginning. Yeah, it feels like whatever the specific opportunity is, whether it's just to meet, to have a conversation, to go to an event, or it's probably relationship, to go to an event together or something like that. If you choose to say yes, I feel like this is going to open the door to it again, to a sense of renewed, like the message is somebody has hopes of a renewal here or a restart of some kind. Clarify... I'm not going to clarify Judgment. Clarify the Nine of Wands. Because Judgment just says, whatever you choose to do with this will probably be long-lasting or permanent. So choose wisely, choose carefully, using your intuition. Okay, Nine of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. Do I have it in me to start again, to begin another path, a new path? The Hierophant, the Tried and True, Convention, Establishment, another one of the marriage cards. The King of Swords, there you are, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, trying to figure out the straight, practical, what's the truth. This is like... General readings always vary in specifics, but the fundamental energy remains the same, as I usually say. So the fundamental energy that I'm getting here is there is an offer, an opportunity, an opening. And what you choose to do about it could profoundly affect your life path, particularly in a relationship. Agreeing to open conversation, to go somewhere, to go to an event. It's somebody wants to have hope of a renewal here, and how you choose to respond to it or accept it or offer it is going to decide how this goes in a pretty profound way, your life path or the life of a relationship. And home and family is involved here too, pretty strongly. It might be a marriage proposal. It might be going together to a family event or something of that sort. It might be... do I have it in me to do this again? Whether it's renewal of an existing relationship or some situation, or whether you've been with somebody for a long time and they or you are like, I was married before, our relationship is good or it's great, but I had this horrible experience back and I don't know if I have it in me to try this again. Because there's this sense of, do I want to do this again? There's a sense of, do I want to open this door? Whether it's about a currently existing relationship or situation or fear of one from the past reoccurring. If I do this thing, if I accept this offer or extend this offer, is it going to put me in a place that I don't want to be in? Clarify the Ten of Cups. Happy home, happily ever after. Judgment, the Ten of Cups, and the Four of Wands. This is like the decision to get married or have a baby or have that happy home life, you know. There's all this, or some event around that, or maybe some event that would spark something, maybe, or re-spark something with you and somebody else. Interesting. The Four of Cups, an offer being made and somebody not knowing if they want to take it or not. The Four of Swords, again, we have the Four of Swords twice. Temporary withdrawal to consider, rest, recuperate. The Devil and the Knight of Cups. I think the Devil and the Knight of Cups was with Libra's reading too. Trying to figure out if, again, if by accepting, by offering, by going back, is this going to put me back into that same old negative cycle? Clarify the Four of Swords. The Seven of Swords, the Sun, sneaking off to have fun. Maybe you actually do bow out for a couple of days, just kind of disappear, just to kind of think this over. I mean, without telling anybody. Clarify the Four of Wands. The Emperor, an older person, and Aries. The Hanging Man, taking your time, not being the aggressor, pursuer. The Four of Wands again. You know, it feels like there's home and family involved in this, but it also feels like there's a personal, intimate relationship involved in this too. It feels like one person, for some of you, that one person is considering whether or not to get married, whether or not they to get married, maybe to get married again. You know, for some of you. Whether or not to enter into that happy home sort of, you know, is it really going to be that, or is it going to be like what I've experienced in the past? Okay. Let's end the same way we did with the other two air signs by asking not for a yes or a no, because it's often going to vary depending on what's going on. I mean, it's a general reading. It can't be yes for everybody. It can't be no for everybody, right? So what we're going to ask for is any guidance and advice from Spirit as to what to base the decision on. Like what should be the primary focus or yardstick that you use to make the best decision possible for you. The King of Wands, and we have the Aries here. Maybe the other significant person here is a fire sign. The High Priestess. We have the High Priestess. Right? Trust your intuition, your instinct, your gut instinct, right? Which is our connection to the divine. And sometimes in order to do that, we have to retreat a bit, because that voice can be kind of quiet voice. And you may need to like take a step back or even go away for a day or two, or just kind of try and be off to yourself as much as possible to kind of remove yourself as much as possible from the noises of our normal day-to-day minutia in order to kind of hear that intuitive voice. The Moon and the Eight of Wands. Well, the Eight of Wands is a card about fast movement forward. The Moon is a sense of uncertainty, but here I feel like, because these are like spiritual and intuitive cards, and I feel like here Spirit is saying, look, you don't need to have every last little detail in the entire itinerary in order to move forward. Sometimes it's okay just to go, you know, my instinct is leading me this way, so I'm going to go off and go do it. I don't know everything. I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out, but I feel like I'm compelled to do this. Which is interesting, because that was similar to the advice that I think we ended Gemini's with. But it feels like you don't have to know every single little detail in order to make the decision. It's quite clear here with the High Priestess twice that you should make the decision that your intuition is telling you is the best thing possible, regardless of whether you know everything or can see the whole path or not. The fire sign energy could be about being assertive about that, but it may be the other person or another significant person here is a fire sign, because I feel like that's another person, not you. Okay, I hope that was clear enough. All right, Aquarius. I almost said Gemini. The air signs were so similar for the mid-months. Okay, Aquarius, that is your reading, your messages, your general messages for the last 2 weeks of October. I hope you found them helpful. Insight, some guidance maybe. Again, if you're interested in taking a deeper look at something, if this resonated with you, a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, click on the description link below where you'll see my email address, maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. Feel free to email me. I'd be delighted to hear from you and delighted to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the November general readings. Can you believe it's almost November? And until then, stay safe and well, be blessed, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.